Lazy keto is a less restrictive version of the traditional high-fat, very low-carb ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet originated in the 1920s as a medical approach to treating epilepsy. Recently, variations of this diet, including lazy keto, have become mainstream strategies for weight loss. Traditional keto diets require you to closely track your macronutrient intake and follow a strict, very low-carb, high-fat eating pattern that includes only moderate amounts of protein. The intention is to induce ketosis, a metabolic state in which your body burns fat as its primary source of fuel. Like most variations of the ketogenic diet, lazy keto dramatically restricts your carb intake. Typically, carbs are restricted to around 5 to 10% of your total daily calories, or around 20 to 50 grams per day for most people. However, you don't have to worry about tracking calories, protein, or fat on lazy keto. Summary: Lazy keto is a simple variation of the ketogenic diet. It restricts carbs, but there are no rules regarding your intake of calories, fat, or protein. Potential health benefits of lazy keto. Studies on various versions of the ketogenic diet suggest that they may offer many potential benefits, though lazy keto has not been studied specifically. For example, several studies suggest that keto diets may aid weight loss, potentially even more so than low-fat diets. However, this effect is probably not unique to keto diets. Studies show that any diet that reduces calorie intake and is followed long-term will likely lead to weight loss over time. Even though lazy keto doesn't have any rules about calorie restriction, studies suggest keto diets may suppress appetite and food cravings. This may make it easier to reduce your calorie intake without feeling hungry. Additionally, research suggests that keto diets may help improve blood sugar control in those with type 2 diabetes and reduce risk factors for heart disease. However, findings are mixed, and the lazy keto diet has not been studied specifically. Keep in mind that the beneficial effects of keto diets are often attributed to being in ketosis. Studies ensure that this metabolic state is achieved by monitoring participants' diets very closely, as well as by measuring their levels of ketones, which are compounds produced by your body when ketosis is reached and maintained. Since tracking your calories, protein, and fat intake and measuring ketones isn't required on lazy keto, dieters can't know whether they're truly in ketosis. Downsides of lazy keto. Like the traditional keto diet, lazy keto may lead dieters to experience the keto flu when they are first transitioning to a keto diet. This includes symptoms of nausea, headache, fatigue, constipation, and dizziness. Lazy keto is appealing to many because it's less restrictive and easier to follow than the traditional ketogenic diet. The goal of lazy keto is to induce a metabolic state called ketosis, in which your body mainly burns fat for fuel. Researchers attribute many of the potential health benefits of ketogenic diets to this metabolic state. However, while on this simplified version of the keto diet, you may not enter a state of ketosis, which has several signs and symptoms. To reach ketosis, not only do you have to severely restrict your carb and fat intake but also monitor your protein intake. That's because your body can convert protein into glucose, a carbohydrate, in a process called gluconeogenesis. Eating too much protein on lazy keto could prevent ketosis altogether. Calories and diet quality still matter. Solely focusing on your carb intake, as you would on lazy keto, ignores the importance of adequate calorie intake and diet quality. A well-balanced diet that includes a wide variety of foods can supply your body with all the nutrients it needs for overall health. Unfortunately, like the traditional keto diet, lazy keto limits many nutrient-rich food groups like fruits, starchy vegetables, grains, and legumes. This may make it difficult to obtain essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Also, it can be difficult to meet all of your nutrient requirements when you reduce your calorie intake, which is likely if you're using lazy keto to induce weight loss. Therefore, it's very important to focus on consuming nutrient-rich foods, not just decreasing your carb intake. Lack of research behind long-term effects. No studies have been conducted on lazy keto specifically. Long-term studies on similar diets, such as the classic ketogenic diet and modified Atkins diet, are also limited. There are concerns that lazy keto, and high-fat diets in general, may harm heart health over time, despite the weight loss they may induce. One review of 19 studies compared low-carb, high-fat diets with balanced weight loss diets. It found they had similar weight loss benefits and were equally effective at decreasing risk factors for heart disease after 1 to 2 years. Another analysis found that low-carb, high-fat diets resulted in greater weight loss than low-fat diets in the long term. However, the researchers also found that high-fat diets were associated with higher cholesterol levels, which may increase your risk of heart disease. Foods to eat. On lazy keto, very low-carb foods are encouraged without consideration for the protein and fat contents. Below are some examples of foods to eat on lazy keto. Meat and poultry, beef, pork, chicken, turkey, and deli meat. Fish and shellfish, salmon, trout, tuna, shrimp, lobster, and crab. Eggs, fried, scrambled, hard-boiled, and most other types of eggs. Nuts and seeds, peanuts, tree nuts, sunflower seeds, and nut and seed butters. High-fat dairy products, butter, cream, and most cheeses. Low-carb veggies, leafy greens, broccoli, tomatoes, onions, and many others. Healthy oils, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, and others. Unsweetened beverages, water, coffee, and tea. Some fruits, berries, such as strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries, in small portion. Foods to avoid. Lazy keto restricts all carb-rich foods. Below are some foods that are limited or completely avoided on lazy keto. Grains, bread, pasta, rice, cereal, and oats. Starchy vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes, peas, and corn. Fruit, bananas, apples, oranges, and most other fruits. Legumes, all types of beans, lentils, soybeans, and chickpeas. Some dairy products, milk and yogurt, especially flavored yogurts. Sugary foods, cookies, cakes, ice cream, candy, and most other desserts. Sugary drinks, fruit juices, sports drinks, and sodas. Ready to start keto? Click the link in the description now to try the 28-day keto challenge, to drop 3 dress sizes in just 14 days. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share.